The Dallas Cowboys are stepping into the new season with a wide-open running back room. And that's not just off-season talk, it's a real, competitive situation where the RB1 role is completely up for grabs. And if you're a fan like me, that should get you fired up. For the first time in years, there's no clear-cut starter, no Ezekiel Elliott or Tony Pollard locked into the lead role. Instead, we've got a group of guys with something to prove and a rookie in Jaden Blue who's making serious noise. Now, Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders are technically listed as RB1 and RB2 right now. But if we're being honest, those titles feel more like placeholders than proven positions. Javonte came in with a lot of hype out of UNC, and sure, he flashed some potential in Denver early on. But injuries have really slowed him down, and since then, he just hasn't looked like a back who can carry the load consistently. Then there's Miles Sanders, the veteran of the group, who had a 1,000-yard season not long ago but struggled the last 2 years in Carolina. Maybe a change of scenery is what he needs, or maybe he's just not that guy anymore. And that's exactly why this situation is so exciting and so unpredictable. Because unlike recent years, the Cowboys aren't walking into the season with a cemented RB1 that opens the door wide for someone like Jaden Blue, who's been grinding this offseason and is already turning heads in training camp. His name is being mentioned more and more in conversations about who might actually take over this backfield. It's a clean slate, a fresh start. And if you're the kind of fan who loves watching roster battles unfold, especially when it's a hungry rookie stepping up to challenge the vets, then this running back room needs to be on your radar from day one of preseason. And hey, while you're here, if you love the Cowboys and want to follow every twist and turn of this roster battle, help us reach our goal of 15,000 subscribers by hitting that subscribe button. We're covering the Cowboys 365 days a year. And this running back battle might be one of the most entertaining stories of the entire offseason. Let me ask you this: if the season started today, who would you name RB1? Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders, or would you take a shot on the rookie Jaden Blue? Drop your thoughts down in the comments and let's get the debate started. And while you're at it, vote in the pinned comment: should the Cowboys lock in a clear RB1 before preseason kicks off, yes or no? Now let's keep this going, because once you meet Jaden Blue and learn what he's bringing to the table, you'll see why he might just be the most dangerous weapon no one's talking about. Yet, let's talk about Jaden Blue, the rookie running back, who's quietly becoming one of the most talked about names around the start of this offseason. If you've been sleeping on him, now's the time to wake up. Because Blue isn't just showing flashes in a couple of drills, he's making a legit case to be more than just another body in a crowded backfield. And if you followed his college career, this shouldn't be a total surprise. Blue played his college ball at Texas, and while he wasn't always the featured back, he showed serious development and efficiency across his seasons. In fact, it's that growth year over year that's turning heads. Back in 2022, his numbers were modest, just 33 yards on 15 carries. But fast forward to 2023 and 2024, and we're talking about a guy who averaged over 6 yards per carry and added 8 touchdowns last season alone. That kind of leap tells you one thing: this dude is a worker. He's not content with staying buried on a depth chart. But what really sets Jaden Blue apart, and this is key, is his ability as a receiving back. In 2023, he hauled in 42 catches for 368 yards. That's nearly 9 yards a catch. For context, that's high-end production for a receiver, let alone a running back. He even had a 45-yard touchdown reception, showcasing that big play ability we all know this offense desperately needs. Think about that for a second. Dak Prescott dropping back, finding Blue in space, and letting him go to work after the catch. That's the kind of dynamic play we haven't consistently seen from Cowboys backs in recent years. Now, let's be real, it's one thing to do it in college, and another thing to do it in the NFL. But Blue's style of play is tailor-made for today's game. He's fast, he's twitchy, He's got the hands, and he's got the kind of Kitanko agility that makes linebackers look silly in space. That's the kind of back who can sneak onto the field in third down packages and slowly carve out a bigger role. And once you're getting reps, anything can happen. What's interesting too is how different Blue's skill set is compared to the other guys in the room. Javonte Williams is more of a north-south power runner, while Miles Sanders is a slasher who's been inconsistent in the passing game. Blue, on the other hand, feels like a hybrid. You can line him up in the backfield, motion him into the slot, and suddenly defenses have to adjust. That versatility is what makes him so intriguing, not just as a depth option, but as a potential difference maker. And listen, if you're hyped to see what this kid can do, you're not alone. Cowboys insiders are already reporting that Blue is expected to play a major role in both the run and pass game this season. That's no small statement for a rookie, but when you look at his college, averages 6.1 yards per carry in 2023, 5.4 in 2024, you start to understand why the team is buzzing about him. Let me know in the comments, do you think Blue's production at Texas can translate to the NFL level? Or are you still in wait-and-see mode when it comes to rookies? And if you think the Cowboys need a more dynamic receiving back, smash that like button right now because Blue might be the answer they've been looking for. Now, if you really want to know why this hype train is picking up, speed, just wait until you see the training videos. The drills, the footwork, the hands, it's all there. Stick around because what's coming next might convince you that Jaden Blue isn't just fighting for a role, he's ready to take it. If there was ever a moment where fans and analysts alike started taking Jaden Blue seriously, it was when those off-season training videos hit social media. You might have seen them already, but if not, let me paint the picture for you. This isn't your average rookie doing basic footwork drills. What you're seeing is a player absolutely locked and explosive, focused, and showing traits that translate directly to Sundays. The first video clip shows Blue in a Conan tennis ball drill that's all about quick reaction time and ball control. He's cradling the football with focus, navigating rapid foot movement while reacting to moving targets. This isn't just cardio. This is about discipline, coordination, and vision, three things every good back needs, especially in a system like Dallas. He's cutting on a dime, staying low through the hips, and moving with a burst that looks game-ready. And I mean NFL game-ready, but the second drill is what really caught my attention and probably caught the attention of Cowboys coaches too. This one puts a spotlight on Blue's change of direction ability as a receiving back. He catches the ball out of a tight window, plants hard on one foot, and spins out the other direction in one fluid motion. That's the kind of movement you just don't see very often from rookie running backs. Not with that kind of speed, not with that kind of control. That ability to stop and explode in a new direction without losing momentum? That's next level, and think about how valuable that trait is in the Cowboys' offense. When Doc is under pressure or when the pocket breaks down, having a back like Blue who can not only catch but create after the catch is huge. He turns a checkdown into a chain mover, and in a year where the Cowboys are looking for more offensive explosion, that kind of weapon can't be overlooked. Even the media is picking up on it. Matt Gallatin from Dallas Cowboys SI wrote that Blue's workout video showed off his extreme impressive quickness, speed, and explosiveness during his drills. You know a rookie is making noise when the local beat writers are highlighting training clips before preseason even begins. Let me ask you, did you catch those workout videos? And if you did, were you impressed by what you saw? Drop a quick yes or no in the comments. And if you haven't seen them yet, make sure you keep an eye out because we'll be showing clips in upcoming uploads. Trust me, you're going to want to see this guy move. And hey, while we're here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell you haven't already. We're pushing toward 15,000 Cowboys fans on this channel, and every single subscriber counts. We're covering these battles all off-season, and Jaden Blue's rise is only just getting started, but this brings us to a bigger question: the state of the entire running back room. We've talked about Blue's raw talent and his insane off-season work. Now it's time to take a step back and look at how he compares to Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders, not just on tape but in terms of actual numbers, production, and upside. You might be surprised at who really has the edge. When you take a step back and really look at the Dallas Cowboys running back room heading into this season, it becomes clear that it's not just wide open, it's a full-blown competition. And while the team brought in some names with NFL experience, the numbers and the recent tape tell a story that favors Jaden Blue more than you might expect. Let's start with Javonte Williams. Back in his rookie year with Denver, he looked like he might be the next big thing. He racked up 903 yards for touchdowns and had a long run of 49 yards. Not bad at all, but then injuries hit in 2022, and even though he returned to play 16 games in 2023, he just didn't look the same. He got more carries than he did as a rookie, 217 to be exact, but he managed just 770 for yards and 3 touchdowns. That's 3.56 yards per carry, respectable, but not electric. And in 2024, his usage dropped even further: 139 carries, 513 yards for touchdowns. It's tough to say whether he's still shaking off injury effects or if this is just who he is now. Either way, he hasn't been a dominant force lately. Miles Sanders is a similar story. He's got more mileage and a couple more years in the league, but the production hasn't matched the expectations. He had a breakout year with over 1,200 rushing yards 3 seasons ago, but since then, not much. His time in Carolina didn't go as planned. He was inconsistent, had trouble staying healthy, and never really found a rhythm. Some think he just needs a new environment, and maybe Dallas can be that place. But if we're being honest, right now, he looks more like a veteran presence than a true threat to take over as RB1, and that's exactly why Jaden Blue is in this conversation. Because even though he's a rookie, he brings something neither Javonte nor Sanders has shown recently: upside. Blue is still developing, sure, but the flashes he's already shown, especially as a receiver, are things you can build an offense around. He's got the legs to break off big runs and the hands to make an impact in the passing game. In today's NFL, that's gold. Also, let's not forget the rest of the room. Deuce Vaughn and Phil Mafah are exciting young talents. Hunter Luepke, a fullback who can move, adds a unique wrinkle. But out of all of them, Blue seems to have the most versatility. That's what gives him the edge, especially when you think about situational football. 3rd and long, you want Blue out there. 2-minute drill, you want Blue out there. He's that kind of player. Now here's the question: should the Cowboys commit to one guy before the season even starts? Or should they rotate the backs, let the preseason play out, and see who earns it? Drop your thoughts below and don't forget to vote in the community poll. Rank your top 3: Blue, Williams, Sanders. Who do you trust most to carry the load this year? And while you're thinking about that, make sure to help us hit that 15,000 subscriber goal. We're building a community of die-hard Cowboys fans who live and breathe this team, and your support keeps us going every day. But as exciting as all this debate is, the real answers are coming soon, because once the preseason starts, everything changes. The tape doesn't lie and roles will start getting locked in. And trust me, nobody has more on the line or more to gain than Jaden Blue. Everything we've talked about Jaden Blue's rise, the uncertainty around Williams and Sanders, the raw talent in the room, it all leads to one thing: the preseason. This is where it gets real. No more speculation, no more hype videos. Pads go on, reps get logged, and the coaching staff starts making decisions that will shape this offense for the rest of the year. And here's what makes this so exciting: every single snap is going to matter. Whether it's Blue taking a screen pass 20 yards upfield, Williams showing he still has that downhill burst, or Sanders proving he can be reliable in pass protection every moment is going to be evaluated. There's no favorite walking into this thing. Every one of them has to earn it. For Jaden Blue, these preseason games could define his rookie year. It's where he'll prove whether the explosiveness we've seen in workouts can translate when the defense is actually trying to hit him. It's one thing to look sharp in drills, it's another to catch a ball over the middle with a linebacker bearing down and turn that into a first down. But here's the thing, he's got the tools. And if he shows poise under pressure and continues to flash that dual threat ability, it's going to be hard for the coaching staff to keep him off the field. The Cowboys are heading into this season with high expectations on Dak Prescott, on this new-look offense, and yes, on the backfield. And for this offense to take that next step, they need a weapon in the backfield who can keep defenses honest. Whether that ends up being Blue, Williams, or Sanders is still unknown, but if Jaden Blue continues to impress, don't be surprised if he starts working his way into the rotation fast. So here's what I want you to do. Circle those preseason games on your calendar. Watch how they use Blue. Does he get third down reps? Is he involved in the screen game? Does he pick up blitzes on passing downs? These are the signs to watch for, because if he's showing that level of trust from the coaches early, he's already halfway to carving out a serious role. And now, I'll turn it over to you. Who are you most excited to watch this preseason? Is it Blue with all the hype and potential? Is it one of the veterans looking for redemption, or maybe another dark horse? In the room, let's hear it in the comments below. If you're fired up for the preseason like we are, hit that like button right now. And don't forget subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss a beat as we get closer to kickoff. We're just weeks away, and this running back battle could end up being one of the biggest stories of the entire year for the Dallas Cowboys. We'll be here covering every snap, every highlight, and every breakout moment. Until next time, thanks for watching.